This is a video about how to make prop guards for a Syma X8C. I got caught without a prop guard, having destroyed a couple, and I decided to try to make some out of bamboo skewers and plywood from the hobby shop. And so I traced out the form. Then I decided to make a better looking plan. So I ended up just kind of squaring things off and drawing that on a piece of paper. Then I glued it down to some cardboard, corrugated cardboard. I took the skewer and I had a tin there, and I thought, well, I'll wet the skewer down and clamp it inside this lid I happen to have, which was roughly the right diameter. It turns out I didn't need. I made some with it and some without pre-bending, so it will work just bending the skewers. Next, I took the pattern I made and I used some popsicle sticks and hot glue, and I hot glued the skewer for the curve in there, and I just put the sticks there to hold it. The skewer is not actually glued to those popsicle sticks. Next, I cut some more barbecue skewers, and I fitted them to a piece that I made. You can see at the bottom of the picture I made a pattern, and I actually made the pattern wider than the original piece because I wanted more area to glue the skewers on there. So that's what the original pattern looks like, and it's just paper glued onto a piece of 1/16 inch hobby plywood. This is what it looks like after taking it off of the pattern that I had set up to hold all the sticks together. And I initially just glued the sticks on, and then I decided it didn't have enough strength, so I made this part right here, and that part is it's just a pattern of this outside part here, and I made that to strengthen this area in here. Then I decided the corners, this area here, needed to be strengthened, so I took a 1/2 inch wide piece of 32nd balsa, or 32nd plywood, and I just made some little right angle reinforcements to put in this area of the prop. There's the reinforcements cut out, and this is where the piece goes to reinforce up here. I just laid the part on here to show you where it went. Here's the part glued on, and you can see it overlaps the stick here, and of course it goes over the top of the stick here and overlaps the stick here, so that this part is actually longer than the actual pattern to allow more glue area. And I glued this together with hot melt glue, and the reason for that is the first one I made, I used epoxy, and it you know, when things broke, it just broke and you couldn't reuse any of the parts. So by making it out of hot melt glue, if something breaks, I can take a soldering iron or heat gun or something and melt, say one of these breaks, I can melt that corner there and take the reinforcings off, and I could melt this in here, and then I can pull that whole stick out if it breaks. Now, I don't do that unless I really destroy one really well. Usually I just put a little splice in there somehow or other. So, but you know, this stick also, this curved stick here extends out to here, and I did that to allow this to reinforce it better. Now that's just another one of my patterns. There we go. And that's pretty much how I make these things. Any questions, just put them on there. My first video, so it's kind of rough. Thanks.